people keep asking me about this. They keep saying, well, Rollo, when are you going to do the show on the female teacher student essay? I'm just going to call it essay. Okay. Grape, statutory, right? When are you going to, I have that coming up. I'm a little concerned about doing it because I don't know how to make it interesting, to be honest with you. I can give you the stats and I can give you like my ideas as to why it's transpiring, but I think the numbers more or less speak for themselves. We had 91 individual incidents, like separate incidents of a teacher, a female teacher, and they all fit the same profile, or more or less. They're anywhere between 24 and 40, I think. They all tend to be newly married. Most of the girls are fairly attractive, but they are in great numbers. 91 this year. Last year was 79. This year it was, or 2025, it was 91. 2024, it was 79. I keep track of these things as like people feed them to me on Instagram, or they'll give it to me on Twitter, and I just keep a tally going. And the reason why I did that, the reason why I started that, is because I wanted to draw attention to the fact that, not because, men do it too, women do. I don't even care about the incidents themselves. I think what's interesting is that we will spend 20 million British pounds to make sure that these boys are not radicalized by Andrew Tate, but we will not even allot $1 million British pounds to figure out why female teachers have a huge propensity to essentially, sexually assault, forcibly copulate. I'm trying to avoid the word, right? Because you can't even say that on YouTube, right? Why does that exist? Why does female teacher student SA exist? No one wants to cover that. No, Mac and Murphy won't touch that. Let's see, Steve Stewart Williams won't fucking touch that. Rob Henderson won't fucking touch that. No evolutionary psychologist will touch it with a 10-foot pole. They will not cover this. I'm the only one on this hill right now, as far as I know. I'm the only one keeping a tally of this and actually offering, like, here's what's going on. Here's what I think is happening, right? I'm the only one doing that. Meanwhile, we're worried about radicalizing we don't want them to be like the kid in adolescence that never existed. We're worried that that's a possibility. It's not a possibility. It's an actual reality. Is women, female teachers essaying they're underaged, below the age of consent boys. And I don't want to hear this bullshit about, oh, well, we should just, the boys enjoyed it. Or where were those teachers when I was in high school? Shut up. Either we have a common frame of justice. Either the law applies mutually to men and women, or it doesn't. I don't want to hear about, well, we need to lower the age of consent. We need whatever it is. I don't even want to hear stupid fucking arguments like that. As it stands right now, those women are breaking the same law that a guy would be breaking. And nobody says shit about it, and nobody cares about it. And the only person, like I said, was banging a gong about this is Rollo fucking Tomasi. I'm the only one who's saying this stuff. And thank you guys for giving me the contributions, because everybody goes, oh, what are we up to now, Rollo? They want to see what the running tally is, right? And these are separate incidents. These aren't like repeat offenders, right? These aren't like, an update to the story. These are separate incidents, 91 in 2025 alone. There were more incidents of female teacher student SA than there were incels killing little girls with a knife. There were more incidences of female teacher SA than there were boys being radicalized to drive trucks through, I don't know, National Organization of Women rallies. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like that, your worry, your concern, your overreaction is misplaced, ladies. But we're going to go and we're going to create NGOs. We're going to put DHS money towards silencing people such as myself and Aaron Clary and the rest of it. We'll put money into those kind of programs, but we won't address the real epidemic that's right there in front of us. So, like, how do I make that interesting in a full video? I just gave you the whole breakdown. 91 in 2025, 79 in 2024. We're already up to 3 right now in January of 2026, right? Who knows if it'll be more? Who knows if it'll be less? Doesn't make any difference to me. I'm using that data to say your concern is misplaced. Your concern about the reason why they don't touch this is because they know we live in a gynocentric social order. Rob Henderson won't touch this. Alex from Date Psych, wherever the fuck he went, would never touch this. Mac and Murphy will not touch this. Chris Williamson, sure the fuck will never touch this. Never, ever touch that. I'll do it because I got nothing to lose by doing so. But you'll never hear Dr. Phil talking about that, or Steve Harvey, or any of these other, Oprah. Where's the concern, Oprah? What about our young boys? If they're below the age of consent, that's it. It's not about, and by the way, it's not about stupid consent. It's not about like, oh, we need to lower the age of consent because those boys really enjoyed it. It doesn't matter. Either we have a common standard of justice or we don't. Instead of telling me like, well, we need to lower this, what you should say is like, well, we should make the laws different for sexual assault from female teachers than we do for male teachers. Go ahead and say that and just like basically institutionalize sexism. Please do. You'll be a bigger idiot than me for actually having to tally up all this stuff, right? So I'm sick to death of hearing people say, well, men do it too. I'm sure they do. I don't know what those numbers are either. But there's far more women in education. As we know, 80% of your teachers from kindergarten to post-grad are going to be female. The law of averages says it's probably going to be a female teacher that gets with an underage boy. Simple as that. It's just mathematics, man. It's bound to happen. The pool is larger. That's all. So there you go.